So here's another work in progress. This little car right here started its life. It's a Techno SCT 410.3. It was fast, it was great, it set some local track records. And it needs to be something else. So since the 410 SCT and the 410 NT are basically built on the same platform, use the same front and rear diffs, all I'm going to do is swap out the front A-arms, rear A-arms. Going to get the shocks, front and rear, swap out this with another set of rear shock towers. Now you probably notice, and if you know anything about Techno, you probably notice that the shock towers have been doubled up. The reason behind that is these two pieces of metal are more rigid and more solid and break also less when they're doubled up. Now granted, you might need to use a little longer bolt here and there, like here, back in here, if you need these. But by doing that, that vehicle takes way more of a pounding than, say, the single towers on like my monster truckie. These singles don't last very long. They bend, they get bent over. Oh, I got a dual in the back. Alright, the front's got to be changed out. Alright, so I got the 410 rear shock on the back doubled up for my SCT. And eventually when this shock tower shatters, like the back one did, I'll double that one up too and swap this one out, because it makes it stronger. Eventually, this bad boy is going to get the 2250 kV motor that came out of my 2.0. And then it's going to get a Max 8 speed controller. It's going to get two cells, because these are cheaper than buying a 4-cell. But as you can see, it's going to be two 8,000 milliamp batteries with a 100C discharge, and that's going to be the power plant for this. I also have a Spectrum servo that I'm going to be using for the steering. It's around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Got a Spectrum 6280 Ultra Torque. They work nice. They look a little small, but that little bad boy right there is big enough to handle the 4S tires of my monster truckie, even though I did upgrade to a 35 kV. And since we're on the topic of cars and new parts, here's my Techno EB48 2.0. It's got a 35 kilogram servo in it. You might notice it looks very similar to that one. So we got some brand new Proline MX Badlands that we're going to thrash this weekend. Going to also beat up and do some testing on the Surpass 2650 kV motor. This thing is a beast. I'm hoping that when the track's wet down and there's some traction out there, they'll be able to clear all 5 jumps and the whoops. This is also powered by a Max 8 speed controller. Got two cells, just like the other two I was showing you, 8,000 milliamp 100C discharge. I run the XT90s, mostly because every other connector out there, I seem to melt. And that's no good bueno. Everything I do here, charging-wise, I do with my Motive power supply and my iCharger S6. This thing is crazy cool. This is one of the newer models, and it will do up to 40 amps, which is pretty freaking cool when you're trying to charge batteries, multiple batteries really quick. But it has a unique feature. I'm sure everybody out there running brushless setups and LiPo batteries has done this once or twice, where you run the battery down a little too low and then it doesn't want to charge. Well, A lot of guys will use a nickel metal halide charge cheat. With this thing, I got it set up because it's got this unique little feature that if a cell goes down to, like, say 2.5, this charger will slowly bring it back to 3 volts. Yeah, does it automatically. It senses that it's low, picks it up, charges it just a little bit here, a little trickle charge. And if it gets it back up to 3 volts within, say, 10-15 minutes, this thing will automatically just kick in the full charge and go ramp, and it will ramp itself up to 30 amps and start charging all the cells at once. This thing's a beast. I love this charger. But as everybody knows, it's 4th of July weekend. I can't wait to start bashing these things. Unfortunately, I'm going to be just running my MT tonight on the track because it's a little late. Although I work second shift, but still, I get to have my fun. Anywho, hopefully we get some people over this weekend. We can get some sweet video of these cars running. Until then, y'all have fun.